Hey guys, Steve Aryan here from the United States Shooting Academy. I want to talk to you guys a little bit today about pivots. Pivots are one of those things that we would use in any situation where we have an engagement that is in any direction other than directly in front of us. And what we need to do is we need to obviously turn and look at our threat and then engage it with our rifle. So there's some few things that I want to talk about when we're doing these. I'll start with a 3 o'clock pivot here. I've got some targets faced about 15 yards away from me downrange. And if I'm doing this drill, if I'm working it, one of the key things that I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm keeping my head focused center. Again, I'm being exposed to these threats or whatever it is that I'm shooting in this direction is a surprise to me. I'm not anticipating it, or I would be facing that direction. So I'm moving in this direction, whatever happens, and all of a sudden, bang, I get gunshots, or bang, something happens and I identify a threat. Well, to identify the threat, first thing I need to do is look. So I'm going to look in that direction and identify that that is indeed a threat that involves me needing to use my weapon. One thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you pivot this foot first in the direction of your threat, whichever way you want to finish. So I'm going to pivot my foot in this direction after I've already looked and seen where I want to engage, and then I'm going to bring this foot around and plant it as I'm driving the rifle up. So I'm not necessarily just swinging this foot over and then doing that. I'm actually doing a little step and then pivoting over there on this other foot. Now, a lot of times what happens when you're teaching students this, or when you're doing this, is people actually bring the rifle up and try to swing it into that position. And what you get then is you get a lot of lateral overshoot. Basically, you try to bring the rifle up and it goes too far and you have to drive it back. By making sure that your position is built before you bring the rifle up, what you're doing is you're ensuring that we're having a consistent trading platform. So if I'm here, I would observe this way and orientate myself towards the threat and realize, okay, I've got to engage this threat, and I'm going to turn and drive the rifle up. So if you back that backwards, I'm actually doing this at the same time this foot is coming down, and then I'm bringing my head back this way. So really, there's nothing different other than the step. It's a pretty simple process, but when it's done quickly, people can kind of get deceived sometimes and think that you're actually driving the rifle in that way. So I'm going to do it live real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and load and make ready here with my weapon. Okay, so I'm going to do this live real quick. And once again, this would be a threat at my 9 o'clock. All right, ready? Gun! All right, so that would be a threat at my 9 o'clock. Now, when I do this drill, one of the things that I do is I will say, you know, odd numbers are going to be body shots, and then I'll say even numbers are going to be head shots. So when I went to the 4 o'clock position, I would transition to an alternate target area, such as the head. And what this does is this drive your students and drive yourself to go from a large target area to a smaller target area. So you have to do something different. Now, one thing I want to cover real quick, when you get to the 6 o'clock position, don't cheat yourself. 6 o'clock position, again, your head moves first because you've got to observe what it is that's going on. But you're going to do both a left hand and a right hand turn once you get to the 6 o'clock position. And when you get to the 6 o'clock position, you're going to turn here, up, and then engage your threat. And then from the right hand side, it's the same thing. One of the key learning points here again is that you don't want to be stepping backwards. You want to make sure that your students are stepping and yourself is stepping into the known area. So this way, if I was turning to my right because I had a wall here or some sort of reason I can't turn this way and I'm having to turn to my right side, I would turn and look and see my threat, and then here, bang, 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 engage my threat that way. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Be sure to check us out on the website at www.usshootingacademy.com. Also, make sure you give 21st Century Gunfighter a follow on Facebook and check him out on his YouTube page. Thank you guys for watching.